I had to go back and really kind of find out all about the Governor's Cup and, see how this is all going and, read about how it used to be the Governor's Trophy. I was intrigued with the Peace Pack Trophy, by the way. You guys all know about that, right? When they had a trophy that was like goalposts to try to keep the people from tearing down the goalposts, but that didn't work out too well. But the Governor's Cup since 1969, and I think that anytime you have an in-state rival, there's always going to be something you're playing for, and I think it's important that your players understand what you're playing for. And what they really want is at the end of the game, they want the Governor to come into their locker room because it means they won. And not to be sarcastic at all, but I'm just stating the facts. These are the facts. This is who they are. Okay, now what you then do as the head coach, and then I trickle down to the other roles that I play, the little less significant roles like the offensive coordinator and those other things. What you then do is say, okay, now what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do to attack them? What's going to give us the best chance to win? I mean, because you can't go to a game saying, well, God, we're 1-3, they're 4-0. Let's go in there and just try to keep it close. That'll, the fan base will be happy. Just let's go in there and try to keep it close. I mean, I'd rather lose by 100 trying to win. We'll find out Saturday morning.
Counterproductive?
Unfortunately, yes, but you do it a little different, Matt. See, what I did that you don't really have the time to do usually is I went on and did Kansas State's entire team. Like I went and just watched the left guard. And then I met with the defense on Sunday. I said, okay, here's the left guard. Is this who you're going against? This is who he is. This isn't just how tall he is. This isn't his name in his hometown. This isn't his status in school. This is who he is. Here's the left tackle. Okay, 6'9", 325 pounds. What can I tell you about him? What things can I tell you to get you better prepared to play against him? So it wasn't about scheme that I spent my time. I spent my time more doing personnel reports of all the guys we're playing against from Kansas State to try to give our guys a better understanding, not just of what they do, but who they're going against and what those guys do. We'll see how that works.
Is that multiple?
No, it's actually a, I don't want every Kansas fan to be mad at me, but it's a pretty good role model. Everyone wants to look at it differently than that, but from my perspective, they're doing a lot of things right. So let's try to get to that level first. I mean, we can get there in a not too distant future. That would be a good place to get to. And let's go from there. But let's get there first. And like I said, I'm not going to be dumb enough to sit there and say I'm going to wave a magic wand. It's going to happen overnight. But that's where we have to get to first. I'm using that as one of the things. Hey, here's them. Here's you. Why is that? Both in Kansas, right? Both in the same conference, right? Both have the same recruiting base to go out off of if you want to, right? Then why are they this and why are you that? And I think it's a good role model, to be perfectly honest with you.
Pinpointed anything?
I think that meeting on Sunday, especially during our bye week, was good to cover some new stuff in terms of personnel and what this rivalry means to both schools, really. I took away a lot from that, being that this is my first experience with this rivalry, and we just went in depth with just a ton of details and why this game is so important. I mean, honestly, we covered just historically, dating back to the first game and big events that took place since then, and how the trophies changed and records there and here and a lot of stuff. But I enjoyed that. I think that again it was going back to stress the importance of this game and what this rivalry should mean for us, and why our mindset has to be the way it has to be this week.
Did you hear that?
They're a very talented defense. I think that kind of studying their personnel and having a little bit more time to do that you get a better feel for their players. But, I mean, you really don't look at them and see a whole ton of flaws. You know, they play very well together. They're a very cohesive unit and, you know, really, you know, play well enough and don't make very many mistakes. So, you know, you really got to be patient with a defense like that and really, you know, I think at all facets on offense, you've got to elevate your game and play your best.
Coach,